Okay, good morning, everybody. So, first of all, we have to celebrate Becca, a freaking full-time coach. What? I'm so excited for you. Oh my gosh. And I'm just like, I cannot wait for the day that I get to make that post. When I was reading, because you were dropping hints all the time, and you had mentioned it to me that you were thinking about it. And when you were like, big news on Friday, I was like, that's what it is. I know. And she's just not saying anything. And then when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh. And it was just like, I know you were emotional as heck yesterday, and I was too, because I was just like, oh my gosh. Like, reading your post, I was just, I can't even explain it. Like, it's just so awesome because you're freaking awesome anyways as a part-time coach. So I can't even imagine what the heck's going to happen for you being able to devote all of your time to it. Like, it's going to be insane. I can't even wait. Okay. So congratulations to her. And we also, Success Club 30, I'm going to unmute you.
I know, I was like trying to like say things like thanks.
Like, hello, Success Club 30, which was your goal for the month, and you did it. And it was
At
freaking
the last minute.
Yeah, I know. And so I'm probably gonna see if you want to host a call sometime soon and just talk about what you're doing exactly and what's working. But for today, what I want to talk about is goal setting for March, because it's so important. Because if we don't have goals, then what the heck are we working towards? Like, you don't even know. So, but first, I'm going to pray, because that's what we do now. And I'm actually recording it this time. So, all right, here we go. Dear Lord, I just thank you for another Saturday that we can come together as a team and have community and celebrate things with each other and just learn from each other and talk about things, and just the ability to have this, even though none of us live close to each other and ever really get to see each other in person. But just the fact that we get to come on here online every single week and be in community with each other and be with each other is just priceless, and it fills my cup every single week. I just pray for this call. I pray that you would help us to set goals that will help us to be in line with your plan for our life, Lord. Help influence the goals that we set to where we are doing your work, and not the desires of our heart, but what you would have us to do, Lord. And I just pray that we would keep you as the focus in our businesses, in our journeys, in our lives, and just let us rest assured in knowing that when we put you first, that everything else will fall into place and that your perfect plan will unfold. So I give this call to you. I pray that you would give me the words and the wisdom to speak to these ladies and to help us to set goals that will move us forward and move us closer to the life that you have in store for us. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Amen, sisters. Okay, so goals. We're going to start with us personally, because that is, if we're not where we need to be in our personal life, there is no way that we can help someone else or to reach business goals or career goals or financial goals. There's no possible way. And I read some from this book to you guys last week, and I just cannot recommend this book enough. Like, I will definitely read something else along with it, because it is just like a goals, business-driven book. But it's amazing. And the chapters are super short, but the words in every chapter speak to me. And I can read a chapter of this, and I can read a chapter of my other book in the mornings, and it doesn't feel like I'm spending a ton of time reading, if that makes sense. Like, it's a really easy, quick read, but it's so easy to understand.
But would you recommend getting that as like a book or Audible? Because I know some are like, you really can't listen to them. You need to read them, and there's interactive things. And
I think it would be okay on Audible.
Okay.
It just depends on, like, if you want to write things down or highlight things. Because I would almost, I don't know. Like, I'd almost actually recommend maybe, like, reading this physical book and listening to, like, your more personal development mindset book.
Yes.
So, but I'm only, like, halfway through it, but it's already been really, really good. And I'm actually not all the way through this chapter, but I started it this morning, and it's called Establish Your Vision. And that is, before we start setting goals of what we want to accomplish, we have to know what our vision is. Like, where are we going before you can start breaking it down? Because that's how you get your physical, actual, actionable steps that you need to take every day. So I'm going to skim through this. So, and the reason that I want to start with personal goals is because the most powerful visions address and align your personal aspirations with your professional dreams. So it's like we get like caught up and we want to separate, okay, like these are my personal goals, these are my physical goals for myself, and then these are my business goals. But you have to align those two in some sort of way, especially in our business. Like, if you're not putting your physical goals and your like personal development, mental, your mindset, if you're not aligning those goals with your business goals are never going to happen, because you have to be in that right mindset in order to be able to reach your goals in your business. And we all know that. And I want to just go through this kind of cycle that he talks about when you're talking about your vision. And it's called impossible, possible, probable, and then given. It's kind of like this stepping stone of when we start thinking about where we want to go, kind of these milestones that we go through. And so I'm just going to read this because it's going to be easier than me trying to summarize it. So he says, unfortunately, when we imagine a future that is significantly bigger than our current reality, we can begin to think that it's impossible for us. We can see others who have achieved great things, but we start to think that there is no way we can get there. When you start to envision a significant accomplishment that is well beyond what you've achieved in the past, the question most people immediately ask is, how would I do this? This is the wrong question so early in the process. The fact is, you don't know how to do it, because if you did, you would likely be doing it already and living that reality. The fact that you don't know how to do it creates the perception that it's impossible, at least for you, and it makes you think of new goals on a sliding scale of impossibility to certainty. Your ability to do something is malleable in this mindset. The problem is that if you think something is impossible, you will never attain it. Henry Ford said, if you think you can or think you can't, you're right. The first step then to reach your biggest dreams is to shift from impossible thinking to possible thinking. You do this by not asking how, but asking what if. What would be different for you, your family, your friends, your team, your clients, and your community? By asking what if, you give yourself permission to entertain the possibility and begin to connect with the benefits. As you do this, the desire intensifies and the door on your future cracks open just a fraction, but enough so you can automatically begin to shift from impossible to possible. Once you see your vision as possible, then you begin the shift from possible to the next level, which is probable. You make this shift by asking a question that we avoided earlier. How might I do this? How is not a bad question. In fact, it is a perfectly good question, but the timing is critical. Ask it too early and it shuts down the whole process. But once you see your vision as possible, the question of how is an essential one. If the question of what if is the visioning question, then the question of how is the planning question. So that's where we get into actually setting the goals of what we need to do. The final shift needed in your thinking to create an effective vision is to move from probable to given. This shift happens naturally as you begin to implement the planned actions. Given is a powerful state of mind where any question of doubt is gone, and mentally you are already standing in the end results. As you see the results start to materialize, your thinking shifts almost automatically to given. So we go from this thinking it's impossible, like we start thinking of all these things that we want, like I want to be a full-time coach. I want financial freedom. I want to get out of debt. I want to have six-pack abs, and I want to build my dream house, all of these things that we want. And we think it's impossible because we've never actually done it before. Like, it's so easy to think that, like, I've never done it, so it must be impossible. But then you see other people do it. Like, you see other coaches who get out of debt, like hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. They get out of it. They quit their jobs. They bring their husband home. They do all of these things that seem impossible, but then we see them do it, so it gives us this feeling of, okay, well, maybe it is possible. I just don't know how to do it yet. But you have to make that mental shift of, okay, it seems impossible, but it's probable. Like, she did it, so I know I could do it. So you have to make that shift first, and then you start asking yourself, how do I do it? And that's when you start writing down your steps. Like, okay, if I want to reach these goals, then I need to get up and work out every day. I need to be on a meal plan and actually follow it and keep my promises to myself. I need to check off everything on my tracker every day. I need to hit Success Club every month. All of these things that are the how. And then once you get there and you start actually doing the how and doing the things, then you start actually seeing results. And then you're like, okay, it's a given. My vision is a given, and it's going to happen because I'm seeing it start to happen in my life. So I don't know if that like resonated with y'all, because it resonated with me, and I was like, that's really incredible, because I can see it in my life where things that I thought were impossible, like for me, like I just hit Success Club 20 2 months in a row. Like, I've never done that before. And it makes me think that, okay, if I can hit 20, like I can hit 30, I can hit 40, I can hit 50, like I can hit 20 every single month this year. And that's 120 people. If I just hit Success Club 20 every single month this year, that's 120 people by the end of the year that their life could be drastically different. And then if I teach them how to hit Success Club, and they teach their coaches how to hit Success Club, it's like thousands of people. Like, I was thinking about it the other day, like, just think of Lindsay Matway. Like, just think of her. She started this business. Basically, she had no other choice but to make this work. She was in debt up to her eyeballs. She lost her house. She was pregnant, and then London was born like 3 months or more premature, and she had all kinds of health issues. Like, she had no choice but to make this business work, or like she was never going to have anything in her life. And her daughter was going to have the exact same kind of childhood that she had. So she made it work. But just look at, like, we would not be sitting right here if it wasn't for her. Like, just think about that. We would not be on this journey if it wasn't for her getting out of her comfort zone and doing what she knows she needed to do and setting goals and just going after it, even though it scared the crap out of her. Because it started with her, and then Lindsay Stay signed up with her, and she kind of had the same story. She was an alcoholic and couldn't get a job. She was getting ready to go to jail when she found this business, and her lawyer told her the only way that you're not going to get a job is what he told her. He was like, you're going to have to start your own business. And so that's when she started coaching. And then it just trickles down, and it just blows my mind to think of the probably hundreds of thousands of lives that are changed because of one person saying yes. And like, just think, like, if we become a success story like her, like if we can impact even just a fraction, like even if we just become like a fourth of the success that she is, like, can you imagine how many people that is and how many people's lives are going to be different? And that's like, I just watched Rachel Hollis's Made for More movie last night. You have not watched it, you totally should, because it was really, really awesome. And she says this thing in the movie, and it's like, if I change my life, then I change my family's life. If I change my family's life, then I change my community. And if we all change our community, then we change the freaking world. And like her Rise conference, the first one, wasn't even like, I don't even know, 400 people or something. And this year it sold out in like minutes, literally minutes, because I had my hand on the button. I was going to go and I couldn't get a ticket. I was so mad. But just like the impact that one, I was watching this movie and I really just wanted to cry because I was like, the impact that she has made in the last year just freaking blows my mind, because she's one human, one person who had a dream of helping women live into their fullest potential. And at the end of the day, that's all that I want. Like, I just want other women to realize that they can have more. That is my vision. And however that happens for them, whether that means they need to lose 50 pounds or they just need to create a consistent morning routine. Like, I am so passionate about morning routines, it's not even funny. And I need to talk about it more. And I was realizing this. And I think she has done so well because whatever it was that people were wanting from her, that's what she gave them. She didn't worry about, oh, this is the content that I want to create. She created content that her network wanted and asked her for. So listen to the people who comment on your posts and that you talk to every day. What is it that they need? That might not be the most fun thing for you to share, but if that's what they need, like, that's what we are here for. We are here to add value to other people. And that is something that I really want to focus on this month and get so much better at, is just adding value instead of worrying so much about, like, making a good post that's well thought out. Like, who freaking cares if it's well thought out and, like, all pretty? Like, share something that's going to actually help somebody versus just sharing something because I think it sounds good. Like, duh. Like, I don't know why I just had this, like, epiphany last night, but you just have to start small. And where I was going with that is, like, she is one woman, and it showed all of the things in that movie last night. It showed all of the things that she's done over her entire career. And there has been so long in her life where no one knew who she was. And it was like, until she wrote Girl Wash Your Face, no one knew who she was. But she never gave up. Like, she just kept chasing her dream. And that's what we have to do. And while I was watching it, I was like, that's all I want to do. Like, I love what we do because it gives me a platform and a way to help women realize that they can have so much more. And it makes it so much easier compared to, like, she started her business from scratch. Like, and we don't even have to do that. We don't have to start from scratch. We have all kinds of stuff right at our fingertips that we can use, and that gives us a platform and a business model, which is incredible in my mind. But anyways, so setting goals for March has to start with you. And then we move into the business type goals. So I want us to actually do this while we're on the call today. So I'm going to unmute everybody. And, or maybe I can't. And I just want you to think about, okay, for the next 4 weeks, what do I want for myself personally? What do I need to do for my personal self? Like, what books do I want to read? What workout program am I committing to? How many hours of sleep every night am I going to get? Like, am I going to meditate every day? Am I going to journal? What am I going to do for me? And write those down. And I mean, we can share them if y'all want to. It's totally up to you. But
this is something that I already needed and wanted to do, because now that my schedule is going to be so different, I need, like, a routine. Mm-hmm. But I don't know what it is going to look like.
I would suggest that your morning look the same. Obviously, you don't have to get up as early, but, like, do your morning the same because that is working for you. And I think getting your workout done in the morning and doing your, like, personal development and all of that, like, devote your first couple hours just to you. Because, like, before, where you were working some too before you started working out, like, I would just devote all of that time just to you. And then, like, finish your workout, get ready, whatever, and then like dive into your business.
I think that's a good idea.
So my thing.
Is that your dog?
I don't know what that
My
is.
dog.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is that?
Damn baby.
Okay, so let's just do like a few minutes and just think about what you want for your,
I don't know where it's at.
like your personal goals for yourself. What do you want to do? And write those down.
Is the best part. It's the storm music. Have your phone call.
Yeah, you're on a call.
Can I have it when you're done?
Oh, baby doll. Yes, you can.
Can't see me though. Not sucking you. Here's the tape. Mommy, it's clean in here. And how can we not find it because it's clean? I think that was her pet dog. I think that was her pet dog.
Jonah, come on.
Just let me know when y'all are done or if you need more time.
I think I have my day kind of planned out.
Okay. I'm going to do the same thing just because I don't know, like I'm being super intentional with my time and getting my stuff done, but I could do better. Like I need to actually figure out like what times of the day that I'm going to do each thing. And that way when I sit down, I'm not like, okay, what should I do right now?
Yeah.
That's part of what I'm going to do today when I go to Starbucks to work. So I'll share mine for myself, which I started this week, but I'm doing my second round of Transform 20 with the bonus weighted workouts. And I'm also doing phase 3 of 80-day obsession. And I know that's crazy, but I'm freaking loving it. Like I did like a week or something of doubles before, and like I liked it, but the way that I've started doing it this week, I freaking love it. Like it's so challenging, but I feel amazing after my workouts are over. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to recalculate my calorie bracket today just to like make sure I'm in the right one. And I think I'm also going to incorporate like the refeed day that's coming up this week and do like the peak week meal plan right before I go on the cruise, just to give me like a little boost. But in 8 hours of sleep every night, which means I have to be asleep by 8 p.m. which is going to be so hard, but also why I just need to plan out my day. That way I know I can be done. I need to be done working by 7:30 p.m. and, like, getting ready for bed. So that's the goal. I'm going to finish reading the 12-week year, and then I'm going to read Girl Stop Apologizing because it comes out on Tuesday. I'm so excited. Okay, 1 gallon of water every day, which I've done every single day this week. I'm super proud of myself because I usually slack by the, like, day 4, but I didn't. 0 social media scrolling in the mornings before my workout. Like 0. I can get on there and post like something to my story, but no scrolling and looking at anything. And then also limiting my screen time because I'm really bad about just like looking at my phone constantly at my desk because it's there and I can, and I'm going to stop doing that. So I'm only going to try to have like social media screen time in the morning when I'm like posting in the challenge group or posting like on my own page on my lunch break when I'm working, and then after dinner at night. So this is going to be super hard. But, and when I'm working after dinner. So those are my like personal goals, and also just continuing like my morning routine like I've been doing for the last year. So I didn't feel like I really needed to write that down. But, so if does anybody want to share theirs? You don't have to, but.
I'll share mine.
Okay.
And I don't know, I'm probably going to maybe change things a little bit. I'm going to see how this week goes. But I'm going to keep my morning routine the same. Wake up, make breakfast, eat. I don't get on social media before I work out or anything either. I don't like to scroll in the mornings. I feel like I don't know. I like to not be in that world before I start my day, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep all that the same. I'm going to wake up at 6. So I'm going to be in bed by 10 every night. Because Michael was like, I want you to stay up later with me now. So I'm like, whatever. Because I would still wake up at 4 if it wasn't for him. And then I'm going to start my workout by 7:30, no matter what. I'm going to keep myself on a schedule like I have to be somewhere so I don't procrastinate.
That's going to be huge.
Yeah. So, and then that's about the time that he'll leave for the day. So that'll work out good. And then I'm going to do personal development for an hour every day. So I'll be right after my workout, ending that by 9:30, no matter what. And then I'm going to make myself get ready every day because I can see how it could be like if I stay in my pajamas every day, like I'll probably just kind of feel like a slug. I don't know.
I would be the same way. That's why I'm leaving the house today.
Yeah.
Like, I have so many, like every single Saturday lately, like I've had so many intentions of getting so much stuff done, but it's just like, oh, I'm home and I'm going to shower and I'm going to take 5 hours to get ready and I'm going to do laundry. And then it's just like 6 o'clock and I haven't done shit.
Yep.
And so that's why when we get off here, I'm getting ready and I'm going to Starbucks and I'm working until I get my list of things that has been on my list for a month. I'm getting them done today.
I just feel like being ready makes you feel more productive no matter what. Like if I just take a shower and like get myself ready, I don't know. I feel like I'm a much more productive person.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to be ready for the day no later than 10:30. Like makeup on, dress.
Something I would also recommend maybe for you, especially as you're like trying to get into a good routine, is maybe like even if it's just a couple days a week, like go somewhere to work instead of at home.
Yeah, I definitely, now that we have a Starbucks, thank you, Jesus.
I know.
Like, it only took 10 years. I'm going to go to there a lot. And, like, I live right by Gonce's, and I love Gonce's. So I've already planned, like, but I don't want to, like, spend a bunch of money going out to eat all the time.
Right. Well, I mean, just keep in mind, like, especially Starbucks, like, you don't even have to spend any money just to go there and sit. Like, and you can also places, at least if you went, I wish that they had a Panera, but if you go to a Panera ever, like if you go to Lexington, they have microwaves. So that's like, I've done that before. And like,
bring your own food?
Mm-hmm.
They don't get mad? Mm-mm. That's a good idea. I mean, I could drive to Lexington.
Yeah.
And then, like, my business hours are going to be 10:30 to 4:15. So I don't know what that's exactly going to look like. I'm going to try to I'm gonna still follow the Success Club system. So I'm gonna go through like when I have some more time and decide how much time I want to spend on each of these things, and then some of that I guess will just be like doing stuff for my coaches and calls and different things like that. And then I'll work after that too if I need to, like if somebody needs a call or something. But those are going to be like my business hours.
Yeah, those sound good. What about your work? Like, what workout are you doing?
I think I've seen a couple people say they're going to do Body Beast, and I've not done that one yet. Michael does it, and he loves it. So I'm going to start with that and see how I feel. Because I was going to do 80-day obsession, but I've done that so many times, I'm afraid by the time I get through phase 3, I might be like burnt out on it.
Yeah. And I kind of got like that with 80-day obsession, like the first phase. Like, I hate phase 1.
Yeah.
So many times, but like doing phase 3 this time, I think I've only actually done phase 3 like once the first time, because I don't think when I did a second round, I don't think I went all the way through phase 3 because I think something new came out. So it's basically like a brand new program again because I haven't done it in so long. But I think that's a good idea. And are you going to do like 21 Day Fix when they do the new?
When does that release? I freaking was trying to figure that out a minute ago.
April 1st is when it'll start.
Okay.
The Ultimate Portion Fix releases for us on Monday, and we get to try it for 2 weeks, and then it releases for challengers for 2 weeks, and then the new filming starts on April 1st.
Portion Fix is the Monday, right?
Yeah.
And do you know how much that is?
No, I had to look. I
Okay.
have to look it up.
I could have sworn the 21 Day Fix was in March. No wonder. I had it written down on April on my calendar. But I looked at March and I was like, well, I guess I didn't write it down. Okay. So, coaches, Monday. When did you say that Portion Fix comes out for everybody?
The 18th.
Okay.
Dana, did you do your very last Transform 20 workout this morning? Woohoo!
I did. I liked it. It was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm proud of myself. I did it. I can't believe I did yesterday.
I know you did it.
I know.
It's the
crazy.
best feeling.
Yeah.
You know, so do you want to share your stuff, what you want to do?
Well, mine is I think I'm gonna try to do T20 again, another round of it. And then some of my girls, they're doing the 21 Day Fix, so I may try to actually do that too with them a little bit. And then my big thing is I'm going to try to journal more and do more personal development. I listen to a lot of stuff, but my reading is horrible. So I may try to get that book that you have, and I may start again there. I was doing really good with my reading, and then I'm terrible at it. And then I'm going to hit Success Club. 10 is my goal for this week or this month.
Yes.
If it's the last thing I do.
Yes.
I was so close last month. And
I know you're at 4, and I knew. I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna
Girl,
do it.
I had one of my girls. I sent her a share card. I told her that it's the last day to get the Transform 20. The $20 off, and she was like, okay, I'll order it tonight. And I was so for sure. I mean, because she's wanting to do T2. I mean, she's so bad because she likes Shanti. And I was like, this is actually going to happen. And then it didn't happen. So. I'm going to get her this month, though.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, I hope everyone realizes, like you and Lindsay and Cody, like, are starting to build momentum. And, like, it can be so, like, Lindsay hit Success Club for her first time. And, like, you were so close. And Cody was finally, like, starting to get into a groove, too. But it's, like, when you're so close, it, like, don't let it be discouraging that you didn't get there because you're building momentum. And if you just keep doing what you're doing, it will happen.
Yeah, I think for me, learning, it's really funny because, like, probably last month I would have been really disappointed and discouraged and frustrated. And then I really got to thinking about it. I was like, you know, you almost made it. You've talked to so many women this month. You've made impacts. So you planted your seeds. So I'm just like thinking, just chill out. It's okay. You didn't make it. It's fine. The world's not going to come to an end. Just do it next month. You know, I didn't beat myself up this month like I normally do and get really frustrated about it. And I'm learning to find my mojo, I think. I don't know. I'm learning to, what works for me. And I don't know. It's pieces. My pieces are coming together slowly. It's just, I'll have a full thing for long. All my pieces are falling.
You will. All right. I love it. Do you want to share, Shelby?
Sure.
Okay.
So I'm doing the 220 with the bonus workouts with weights. Guys, I had my first person last night.
You did? OMG!
I know. Yay. Okay, so hopefully this month I'll hit the Success Club.
No, don't say hopefully I will. Say I will.
I'll do it.
I will.
I'm glad that. I was so excited last night. I need to focus more on posting, especially on stories, and sleep.
Your stories are so good.
I know,
Your
but
stories that you just like, they're so good. Like every time I see them, I'm like, man, I'm so proud of her because you're like doing all the things, and it makes me so excited. But just more of it, I guess.
Right. I need to do that, and then getting more sleep. Definitely a goal.
Yeah, you have your morning routine really good. I love it. She's like journaling and reading every morning. I'm just like, yes.
Got it.
Okay. All right. So that is awesome. So how many pounds did you lose with your first round of T20?
What?
How many pounds did you lose with your first round of T20?
9 and 6 inches.
9 and 6 inches. Your before and after was so incredible. Yeah, it was so good.
Thanks.
Okay. So now that we have our personal goals down, then, which we've kind of already shared a little bit of our business goals, but we can then move into the business type things, because when we get things right with ourselves, then we can actually start helping other people. So I have had the goal of Success Club 50 for the past 2 months, and I've hit 20 both months, and like, I'm one of those people that, like, I do not like to lower a goal until I get there. But at the same time, I'm like, should I set my goal for 30 this month and go for 30, or should I keep it at 50? I don't know what to do there.
Keep it at 50. Why would you change your goal? Change your daily actions, not your goal. Your goal stays the same. You change what you're doing to get there. Hello, you just said that like
Right, I know.
30 minutes ago.
I know. Okay, Success Club 50. That's 25 people.
You can do it.
Yeah. Okay. That's my goal for the month. Success Club 50. And my goal is to have at least 5 of the coaches on my team, 5 of you guys, to hit Success Club 2. Like, I don't mean Success Club 2. I mean 2 as well. So whatever we got to do to work together and make that happen. Because one thing I want to talk to you guys about is for us to become an elite team this year, which I know we can. Like, I know we can be an elite team, and it just would, like, oh my Lord, it just makes you want to cry to think about that. But that's what we have to do. That's how you become elite, is for all of us to be hitting Success Club. That's what makes that happen. And it's also like hitting Success Club is the thing that moves your business forward. And it just has to become a non-negotiable. So 5 of you guys in Success Club. And then I also want 10 new business coaches. I write that down every single day. 10 new business coaches. Oh, and I also want to be I have to be Success Club 20 by the 15th so I can get the photo op on the cruise with the super trainers. So I did it last year. I can do it again. So I'm writing that down. So 20 by the 15th. So those are my business goals for this month. It makes me nervous, but if it doesn't make you nervous and scare you just a little bit, then you're not dreaming big enough. So, who wants to share next? Which some people already did, but
I'll do mine. I decided to do Success Club 50 also, because I was like, well, if I can work full time and get to 30, like I can't have an excuse not to get to 50. And then I want to sign up 10 new business builders, and I want 7 of my coaches to hit Success Club, and I want 3 of my coaches to go diamond. And then I need a goal for how many emeralds I want to.
oh yeah, that's true.
Which I didn't think about till just now. I'm going to say 3 emeralds too.
I need to figure out that too.
And then I'm going to also, like, one thing I'm going to do is, I want to get organized when it comes to my coaches, and I want to, like, track their progress better and, like, what they're doing, and just be more, like, into, like, following them really closely on social media and kind of taking notes and what things that I think they could do better or change. And then, like, have maybe a folder for each of them or something. I don't know yet. And then write down, like, kind of putting it into the atmosphere, who's going to be diamond this month, who's going to be an emerald this month, and all the things.
Mm-hmm. I like that idea. I've thought about that too. I just have never gotten there yet.
Yeah.
Hey, can I say something?
Yeah.
That what you just said about how you was going to, watch your coaches and see what they're doing and stuff, and you was going to help them, say maybe do this more, maybe don't do that more. That would be awesome.
Okay.
That's a great idea. I mean, I can take criticism, and if it would help me do something different,
Uh-huh.
I mean, so Alice, you know what I'm saying. If you all want to start, that would be. I'm okay.
I'm glad you said that, because I kind of, like, it's something I want to do, and I think it would be beneficial and helpful. But I'd also at the same time don't ever want to, like, come off offensive or anything like that. So I'm glad that you say that, because hopefully everybody feels that way. Because if I'm insane, like, if anybody ever sees me doing anything on social media that's like, I wouldn't, I do less of that, or, it doesn't really seem like me, because you have your, like, brand, and you don't really want to go off brand, which I hate saying that, because at one point I got kind of obsessed with that. And then kind of, I don't know, it limited me. But I'm open to any critiques too from anybody. So,
Okay.
I mean, it may be something you all need to talk to each one of your people just to say, because there's some people that it upset.
yeah.
But I can't get better if I don't know I'm doing bad. So,
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
that's just, it may piss me off sometimes, but I'll be like, whatever. Okay, if it's going to help me, I'm okay with that. So,
And constructive criticism,
constructive, yeah.
Right.
I mean, don't nitpick, but
Yeah.
Right. Gotcha. Can definitely do that. All right. Was that everything? Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sounds awesome. So Dana, I know you said hitting Success Club 10 this month. So are you going to add anything with that, or do you have a diamond day? I think you're muted.
I'm truly working. I do have a couple of girls on my team, and I've really been working hard about helping them get confident to become coach, to really step out and show their journey. Okay. I have some really quiet people, ladies, and I'm trying to make them understand, like the one I have, she's lost 21 pounds. And I'm like, why are you not sharing that? And she's and I don't know, I'm not sure that her husband don't have a lot to do with it, because she said, well, my husband said I didn't look like I had. I know, right?
Smack him. I would throat punch him.
I know.
Oh,
right? I mean,
my God.
So right now, I'm really trying to help her get confident and make her understand you have value, you have purpose, you could change so many women's lives to share your story.
Oh my gosh,
that pisses me off. That makes me like, I'd like to meet this guy.
I know, right? I mean, I was like, don't you listen to your husband? What? Why would you? But that's another one of my goals, is I'm going to work with them. I'm really going to try to make them understand how important they are and what they can do and with this business and how it could change their lives. I mean, it's just, so that's another one of my goals. I don't know how fast that, that's my big goal for this month. If they would make one post out there, I mean,
yeah,
that's what I want to, that's what I'm going to try to get them to that place this month. So
Mommy.
It's a huge go. It really is. I promise. Because they're very shy, have no confidence whatsoever. So
yeah. Are they? Have you recommended any like development for them to help with that?
No, I mean, no. That's why I need you all to tell me. And
that's always.
I mean, if I was going to do that, what book would you recommend? I mean, to get them to really. I like Mastering a Mean Girl. I thought that was that. And I actually did say
that was going to be my recommendation.
Yeah, I actually started a little group for my girls, and this is why, and maybe it's a bad move. I mean, they're still in the big group because the big group's awesome, but I needed to get them somewhere so I can talk to them every day.
Yeah,
so I can feed,
totally fine.
I can feed their confidence. I can show them some, I can talk to them.
Yeah.
And I hope that was okay. I mean, I just felt like it was something I needed to do.
Girl, this is your business. You do what you think you need to do for your people, and that's always fine.
Okay. But yeah, I did. That was one book I thought, I loved that book. It helped me.
I love it. I need to read it again.
It really did. So
I think that I'm going, so today, one of my goals for today is to create like a checklist for new challengers and new coaches. That's like, there's like no questions on what they need to do. I don't have to remember to tell them what to do. Like, I'm going to attach this checklist to the email that I send them, and all they're going to have to do is go down the list, and I'm going to know that they've got that list and they know what they need to do if they want to do it. And I think that one of the things that I'm going to recommend is reading that book. Like, I think that's going to be the book that I'm like, this is the one that everyone needs to read at the start of their journey. Maybe I might recommend 2 on there. I might put Mastering Your Mean Girl and The Compound Effect, just because, especially for coaches, I recommend The Compound Effect just because it was like the first personal development book I read and just like opened my mind to so many things.
I haven't read either one of those.
What?
I know. I need. Which one do you think I should read first? I need a new book anyway.
I can't believe you've not read Mastering the Mean Girl. Oh my gosh.
No.
I don't know. Mastering Your Mean Girl is more about like self-confidence and telling the B word in your head to shut up.
I think I need that right now because I'm scared shitless right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you need to read that then. Go to Barnes & Noble today and buy it so you can start reading it today.
I might listen to it. I might download it on Audible.
Oh, or that. Yeah.
I tell I say every day, girl, mean girl, you need to move on, because I do. I mean, it helped me so much to, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm downloading it right now.
Yeah. Okay, I love this. All right. Your turn, Shelby. I hate that I'm like putting people on the spot, but at the same time.
No, you're good. So, like I said, hitting Success Club for the first time, posting more on social media, and I would say post like more confidence in what I'm posting, Because sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I say? Or I shouldn't say that. Or it's like, okay, I'm just going to post it and leave my phone.
Yes, that's what you have to do until you get more comfortable.
Yeah. So working on that and then using the tracker to its full potential and making sure I'm checking off those boxes.
Yes, girl. Yes. Okay. The only thing the other thing I want to ask you is if you have, I want you to pick a day that you want to go Emerald, because that's kind of like your next thing. So you've sold your first challenge pack.
Yes. Working on the second one.
A coach, or is she just like a customer or challenger?
Signed her up as a coach, but it's just for the discount.
Okay, well, that don't matter.
Right.
Coach, so you're halfway to Emerald. Hello.
Right. And I think I'm working on a second one that'll be a coach too. So
like next week.
Let's set that next week.
Woo! Yes. Okay. This makes me so excited. Okay.
What is that date?
Hang on. So it means she needs to sign up by Wednesday night, the 6th.
Okay.
OMG, this makes me so excited. I love it. Okay. Can y'all think of anything else goals-wise that we need to talk about or think about? Because I always want your all's feedback and opinions on, like, what's running through your brain or what you need help with or something that we need to focus on more as a team. Oh, I know one thing. One thing that I want to focus on more is, like, our team page in the hustle group, and really adding value there and actually, like, using it to its full potential, because I think we're kind of just all in there, but I really want to use it to, like, provide value to our team and make us feel more of like a team in a community every single day. So if nobody has any idea, and that's what I was kind of trying to do with the hustle group, with the weekly schedule thing that I put out there. I didn't do as good this week with everything that I wanted to put up there, but I would just like to have that, like, something going on in there every day to kind of keep us going and keep our momentum up and our energy up, if that makes sense. So, Becca, I know you probably you're really good at posting in groups like that and, like, saying the things that people need to hear. So, if you have any ideas this week.
I actually am glad you brought that up, because I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I'm just posting the same things in both groups, because they're like, everything that I say, I want everybody to hear it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know who's in the elite group of my coaches, because I have a lot of, like, newer ones that are just starting out.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't want to not be, like, helping them too. You know what I mean?
Right. And the purpose of the hustle group is just for it to be a smaller space for everyone who is working the business. Because in the other group, there's so many people who are, like, just discount coaches who are in there, or who were building the business at one point, but now they're not. And it's just the only reason I started that is because basically Mary told me to. My corporate mentor. She was like, you need to get your hustlers into a smaller group to where it can be, like, more one-on-one interaction. And so that's why I kind of set the prerequisite that to get in the group, like, you got to be Emerald and you got to hit Success Club, because those are the people who are serious and actually want to build a business, and kind of just a place, like, for us to brainstorm. So at the end of the day, like, the goal is to get everyone who wants to actually actively coach and build a business, the goal is for them to be in that group.
Yeah.
It's just, like, supposed to be extra incentive. So it doesn't really have to be, like, definitely we still need to add value to other group, because if you're not adding value to the other group, then nobody's ever going to get into the hustle group.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So it definitely has to be both. We just also have to figure out a way to add value to the other group and give them what they need as new coaches, but then take it to the next level in the hustle group, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that can be something that's on our list to like figure out.
What are the more detailed things that we need to talk about that would be confusing and overwhelming to a new coach, but beneficial to the ones in the elite group?
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes. I'm going to put that on my list.
Are you gonna leave your pizza stuff over there? Or are you gonna leave it?
All right, guys. Well, it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I need to eat. I'm not starving.
Have you not ate at all?
No, I've had a shake.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got to eat again too. But all right. Well, this was awesome. I think it was super helpful. I feel like we should do this every single month at the beginning of the month.
I agree.
So just to kind of, because it's so easy to just like jump in and just keep going and then not really like step back and evaluate and say, like, okay, what did I do last month and what could I do better this month and what could I change? So if you need to think about that some more today, or tomorrow, take some more time to think about that and really think about, okay, what were the actions that what did I do every day last month and where did it get me? And then what's my new goal? So what's going to have to change for me to actually get to that new goal? And if that is, I was at Success Club 2 or 4 last month, but I want to be at 10, then what do I need to do more of to get me there? Just thinking about those kind of things. So, well, I'll talk to y'all later. It was fun, as always.